during the 2016 campaign, you said you were gravely concerned about Hillary Clinton's health.
No. Go ahead.
Let me
finish up.
finish because this is what's been said.
Yeah,
I want you to clear it up. And what this was doing your assessment of her health. I know. Once you said that, you were immediately taken off. What's the CNN at the time?
CNN HLN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did I never understood that. So what happened behind the scene that we don't know about?
I'll tell you the whole story top to bottom.
All right.
It's more complicated as always.
Okay.
And of course,
Yes.
social media made what they made out of it.
Course.
And it was wrong. In something like August, the powers that be came to me and said, we're canceling your show. That was way before I said anything about Hillary.
Oh.
And I kept it quiet for my staff for a while because we had this dedicated staff. We didn't want to, but they were kind of figuring it out. And another 6 weeks, then we told our staff. Another couple weeks, we started sort of getting ready. And I was doing a lot of CNN at the time as they were approaching the election. And I was on Don Lemon the night before, and I did about 10 minutes on Don Lemon's show about exactly what you and I were talking about. Is Donald Trump crazy? Is he manic? Is he narcissistic? And what does that mean? And I was saying exactly what I told you. Like, I don't know what it means. I see all those features, but I see it in Teddy Roosevelt too.
Right.
And I don't know. I see it. It's there. And I assessed him, but I didn't pass judgment. I just assessed. The next day I went into radio, and my program director goes, "That was really good. Would you do that? Can you condense that to 30 seconds and do it for our website?" And I went, "Okay, I can do that." 30 seconds, and I'm getting up, and he goes, to balance it out, you better say something about Hillary too. And I go, "Oh, you know what? Her doctors just released her medical records, and the doctors are screwing up her health care. She's got some really serious stuff, and they're making terrible choices. In fact, I think they're causing some of her health problems." He goes, "Good, say that on tape." So I took issue with not Hillary's health, which is known to be, she had a stroke, she had a transverse sinus thrombus, she had some really serious stuff. And the doctors were not managing it correctly to my assessment. I'm entitled to make that assessment of my peers. And I said, these doctors not doing right. 30 seconds. Okay, I didn't think any of it. I was assessing a record that had been released about my peers' behavior, not her, about what the doctors care. Drudge report picks up next morning and said, finally a physician on the record saying Hillary's too sick to be president. Which I said, I didn't see anything close to that. Well, CNN came down on me like a ton of bricks at that point. They did come down on me like a ton of bricks.
They yelled at you and stuff?
Not in oblique, weird, very weird ways. Magically, you haven't seen me once on CNN since then.
I haven't.
Right. And
I noticed that.
But we had already stopped, and a week later was our stop date for the show, which we had months before decided to stop.
That's amazing.
And so we stopped, and everyone went, see, he's off the air because. And I told them, I said, let me go set the record straight. Let me go out and say this is not because of that we planned it. And they went, shut up.
Had you said that about President Trump, what they had?
I did it the night before on Don Lemon.
They didn't care about that.
They didn't care.
Amazing.
Think about it. I did it for 10 minutes on their air as opposed to 30 seconds on a radio website.
And so what do you personally think about all that?
That shocked me. There was nothing. I was there for 6 years and nothing like that had ever happened to me over there. They never told me what to say. They never got involved in anything. I was shocked that that's the way they behaved. I really was. And what I was told was essentially, it's a serious time. You're an important person. Don't be partisan. And I was like, I wasn't. Well, and I was like, so.
We're totally out of time.
Well, and let me just say, if that's who they like, I see you now, right? You know what we're talking about seeing?
Right.
It's like, okay, well, I don't want to be out there. I don't want to be part of that.
That's right. Absolutely.
So, yeah.